Hey, what is up, everybody? Jumpin here, and today I'm actually on some Spies versus Mercs on Splinter Cell Blacklist. This was my third or fourth game on the multiplayer. This is in the training mode because when you start playing the multiplayer, they make you go through a training playlist where you play against other people who just started playing. I like that idea because nobody really has an advantage over anyone else. Everyone's just learning the game. And because this was like my third or fourth game, me and all my friends here, we did not actually know this map like at all. And you'll kind of see that as we play, like we're kind of looking around and just learning it for the first time. Now I've been playing this multiplayer quite a bit ever since then. I'm like level 24 now, and I have a whole bunch of gameplays I could upload. If you guys want to see them, just leave a comment and let me know, because I am willing to definitely do this multiplayer. It is a blast. I think that it's a really good multiplayer. It's a lot of fun. And it's kind of crazy to me, but I was really surprised on how much teamwork actually goes into the multiplayer. There's so much strategy that is involved. Now, in this gameplay, it's really early on, but me and my friends, it's me, Obsidian, and this other guy who I recently just met, but he's a really cool guy. His name's Captain. We were playing together, and we were actually trying our best to use teamwork and use communication and all that kind of cool stuff to actually win the game. Like, it was surprising, but we were calling out, like, if we didn't, we don't know any type of call out, but at the same time we were actually trying our best to call spies out. Like, if there was a spy coming in on the right, somebody would say, oh, there's a spy coming in on the right, or oh, there's a spy here, or there's a spy there. Now, right now, this guy is actually hacking this terminal. I tried to kill him, but unfortunately I didn't get him with that frag grenade, and I think he's just gonna hide. And man, I gotta be honest, the spies can hide like crazy. We're looking around for him, but we do not know where he is. Now, one thing about playing as a spy in this mode, which is basically just the Spies versus Mercenary Blacklist mode, where the spies have to hack 3 terminals and the mercs have to defend the terminals, and then after like so much time, it switches sides, so there's a half time, and then it switches, so we get to play as spies and they get to play as mercs. So it's pretty interesting in general. But one thing I have noticed about spies is that the best thing to do, if you hack the terminal and you're the hacker, because the way it works is that if you hack the terminal, you become the hacker. If the mercs kill the hacker, then the other spies have to go and re-establish the hack. Now, the problem with that is that if there's 3 mercs in the room and you're the hacker and you die, and there's one other spy still in the room, he has like 20 seconds to go and rehack that. So the mercs are going to know that, and they're going to be aiming at that hack, trying to defend that hack. So if you try to run in there and hack it, you're probably going to die. So from what I've realized just from early on of playing this mode, the best thing for the hacker to do is kind of just to hide. To get into a hiding place and hope that the mercs can't find you, and then the other 2 spies or the 3 spies, depending on which mode you're playing. If you're playing the normal mode, like I said, it's 4v4. The other 3 spies will go around and try to kill the mercs. Keep the mercs distracted, keep the mercs on the edge, and take them out. Now, unfortunately, we could not find that guy because we didn't really know the map. I have to be honest, there was one thing I also realized. If you play as a spy and you play enough as a spy and you learn every route, because every map has a whole bunch of different ways you can go. There's vents, there's places you can climb under, there's places you can climb up. So there's a lot of different ways of getting into a room and hiding in that room and navigating through that room as a spy, where the mercs are definitely way more limited in their way of coming in, because they can generally only come in through like a doorway or something. So if there's spies like set up just for that, so like let's say you walk in the doorway and there's a spy there, he's probably going to jump on your head, he's going to come around the corner and knife you. Now, mercs, they have a lot of armor. They have like really strong weapons. Spies don't really have armor, but they have the advantage of stealth. And generally, if you're playing a spy, the best thing to really do against a merc is to melee them if you can. You can shoot them as well. The spies do get guns. But if you start shooting a merc and it's like a one-on-one merc versus spy situation, generally the merc should have the advantage and should be able to take out the spy. So a lot of times you'll notice when you play this that the spies will primarily go for melees against the mercs, and the mercs will shoot the spies, that kind of thing. Now, there is a lot of different playlists you can play. If you don't actually have friends and you don't have anyone to do any type of teamwork with, because from what I've noticed, the objective playlists, like this one for example, if you actually do have some friends and you want to do some teamwork, there's so much strategy and there's so much teamwork that it's so surprising. I have not worked this hard in a game since like Halo. That's one thing I've noticed. Like, and you just might have seen that where I turned around. That was because my buddy Obsidian said, hey, Jumpin behind you. And I immediately turned around. Now, luckily, Obsidian took out that spy for me. But I do think that if he wasn't actually able to take it out right there, I might have been able to actually turn around and take out that spy. That's what I'm saying. If you don't actually have people to play with, you can always just play Team Deathmatch. Now, Team Deathmatch, you can obviously do teamwork in that as well. I'm not saying you can't, but it's way more chaotic. You can choose who you want to play as. Now, that is one aspect I really like, because in that mode, you can play as a Merc if you want, or you can play as a Spy. It just really depends. So that is something really cool. So like I said, if you don't really have like friends or teammates, you can always just play Team Deathmatch. It's all about killing. It's all about running around, cutting people as a spy, and shooting people as Merc. So you kind of get the idea. Now, this mode is the training mode, but the normal mode is just called Spies versus Merc Blacklist, which is the whole thing where you have to hack the terminals as a spy, and then you have to kill the spies as the Mercs. And once again, we're in the B hack right now, and we cannot find this dude. We don't know the map. Obviously, he's hiding somewhere, probably up top or something, and the other spies are running in, and they're pretty much distracting us. Like right now, I'm distracted, and I actually die because of that. But instead, I should have been really looking for that hacker, because they're gonna get that hack now, and now we're down 2. The other spies, they have 2 out of 3. There's only 1 hack left, and we have to make sure that we defend this final hack. There's only 3 minutes left in the game, so hopefully we'll be able to do that. So like I was saying, there's a whole bunch of different playlists you can play. You got the deathmatch, which is literally just deathmatch. You can play as a Merc, you can play as a spy. You don't really need a whole bunch of teamwork, so that's something. Besides that, they have the normal mode, which is just called like Blacklist. It's the same thing as this. It's all about hacking. It's all about defending. They have a classic mode, which is just like the multiplayer from Pandora's Tomorrow. So if you were a fan of that multiplayer way back when, that might be the playlist for you. It's 2v2, which is also, that's interesting, because if you only have one friend to play with, then you can always just play the 2v2 so that you guys can work together. Now, it is a dramatic difference in the classic mode. Every map becomes pitch black, and I'm not bullshitting. I'm talking about just pitch black. You cannot see nothing. The Mercs get a flashlight on their gun, and that's the only way they can really see the spies. Now, from that mode, I will have to say, I really do believe that the spies have the advantage because of the darkness of every map. It's really insane how dark every map becomes. So that is a really interesting playlist you can play. They also have one called Extraction, which is literally the same thing as the normal Blacklist, but the difference is that, and it's kind of crazy, the Mercs have to get the terminals and the spies have to defend. This guy's gonna eat that frag grenade. Eat that frag, yeah, buddy. But anyway, yeah, so that's really an interesting thing. I like that. Like in Extraction, like I said, the Mercs have to get the terminals, the spies have to defend. It's a really interesting concept, and it's a lot of fun as well. Now, my favorite mode in the game is called Uplink Control. And the reason why I like that mode is because it's 3v3. I don't really have a whole bunch of friends that actually play this game, but the ones I do, it's really easy for me to get like 2 friends to come and play with me. So I like 3v3. It's less chaotic. I'm used to it. And there's a lot of teamwork going, involved with it. Now, one thing I really like about Uplink Control is that you can choose who you want to play with. It's mixed teams again, just like Deathmatch. So you can play as a Merc or you can play as a Spy. Now, so far, I have to be honest, I do prefer playing as a Merc. But my friends, they like playing as Spies. Like Obsidian is a really good Spy. My friend here, Captain, he's a really good Spy. And they know how to play as the spies. Now, one thing I will also say is that if you're playing a mixed team, and one thing I really like about Uplink Control is that what you can do is that the Mercs all have special abilities and spies all have special abilities. So what's really interesting is that when you have a mixed team, you can combine all these abilities together to give you such an edge. It's a really cool concept. I love that about the uplink control and deathmatch. Okay, so right now it's halftime. We were able to stop that final hack. They got 42%. So what we need to do is that we need to get 2 terminals and more than 42%. Or we can get all 3 terminals and we will win the game. So now it's time to go ahead and play as a spy. So now you can see some spy gameplay. Remember, this is like really early on. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing like this, I think it's called like a predator. And it's really cool because it does remind you of the movie Predator, because you can turn invisible and you can sneak up on people. I really like this class so far, but there's a lot of interesting powers that the spies get, and there's a lot of interesting powers that the mercs get. Right here, I'm gonna go run up and cut this dude. What up? And yeah, we both died. That was a proxy mine right there. That really sucked. Anyway, alright, so uplink control. Like I said, I really like that. The way that playlist works is that there is not 3 terminals, there's just one at a time. So what one team will have to go in and take the terminal, and then once you start hacking the terminal, you have to defend that area. And the other team has to get into that area and rehack the terminal or kill all the enemies in the area and then hack the terminal. So it's really up to you. What do you want to do? You can actually hack it and then run away and try to take them out as they try to rehack it. You know, there's a lot of strategy involved. It's really, you can play this game any way you want, and that's one really cool aspect of the game, especially in uplink control. Now, the thing I like about that, and I guess some people might say, you know, well, this game looks like there's a lot of camping. I would have to disagree with that. This game is more or less all about setups and defense. I mean, they force you to play like that because, like, in this, for example, like right now, we have a hacker, and I don't know who he is, but he's hiding. I think it's Obsidian. He's actually hiding right now, and me and Captain are trying to defend him. And right here, I'm going to go ahead and run up and cut these 2 dudes. That's my goal, is to keep those enemies out of this room, because the respawn time is like 15 seconds or something like that. It's kind of long. That's really interesting right here. I'm going to cut that guy. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, I am literally just moving around, and you can actually leave the terminal area if you want and try to get behind enemies or find their spawn and take them out before they ever even get in. Now right here, I think, yeah, there's another guy. He didn't, that was so funny. He didn't see me at all, but I went ahead and took him out as he was trying to use his drone. Now that is something really interesting as well. One power that the mercs do get is that they can use a drone. It's like a tri-rotor. Now it doesn't get like sticky shockers or machine guns or anything like that. But what it does get is that it gets it can detonate. So you can fly up to a spy, blow it up, kill the spy. Really useful gadget. And like I said, I mean, that's the one thing I really like about this game so far, is that there's a lot of customization. And the way that actually generally works is that as you level up, after level 6, you can make your own custom class and combine anything you want. You can go full armor as a merc, or you can go like full speed, you know, put whatever gun you want on. You can go like, for example, you can like have a really fast running shotgun, sprinter kind of class. Really cool stuff that you can do. And the way that it works is that as you level up, you get tokens, and you have to use 1 token to buy any item in the game, plus money. So you also, of course, will gain money for completing it, and you can always go play single player if you need some money or whatever, or co-op. So you buy all your stuff, and you can make your own custom class, combine certain things together, and just have a lot of fun. And it's the same for Spies. You know, it's a blast. It really is. I cannot believe how much I've been enjoying this multiplayer. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, it's crazy to me because I have not used this much teamwork since Halo. Like, Halo is a game that's all about teamwork, communication, all that kind of stuff, and this game reminds me of that, where I'm defending this area. The hacker, I don't know, I think it's actually the hacker is captain, and me and him are trying to defend. Like right here, I die, but I call it out, of course, and guess what? Obsidian is going to drop on that dude and take him out. So as you can see, that was some teamwork there. I rushed him like an idiot and I died, and Obsidian was able to finish him off for me. There's a drone right now coming into this room, and that sucks because the drone was able to take out our hacker. Now, once the hacker's dead, you have 20 seconds to rehack, and that is what Obsidian's going to do. He rehacked it, and because of that, we were able to get the second terminal. Now there's only one terminal left, and now this is where it can get a little crazy because obviously the Mercs know that there's only one terminal left. We know there's only one terminal left, so obviously this is like going to be the hardest one probably because the Mercs are going to try their heart out to get in there and defend it with their life. Right there, I tried to sneak up on that guy, but he knew I was coming, so I went ahead and I just ran away. Now, there's always a lot of different ways to get into any particular room as a spy. I don't really know them because I just started playing the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and go down these steps. Now, like I said, it's a real problem because since these Mercs know that this is their last terminal, they're going to really try to set up and keep us away from it. So right now, I'm going to try to sneak up, and yeah, I get mowed down from a guy kind of hiding in that little tunnel. But because I know he was there, I'm able to tell my teammates, watch out, make sure not to go that way because there's a Merc sitting there. And one thing also I will have to mention is that it's really, let's say your teammates die, like in this right now there's 3v3. So let's say Obsidian and Captain are dead, and I'm the only one left, and guess what? Obsidian and Captain are dead. They're both dead, so I'm the only one left. I am not going to run in there blindly and die because the respawn, like I said, is like 15 seconds, and it's just too long. Like, I don't want to sacrifice my life to go in there just to die, and then because it's all about numbers. There's 3 Mercs in there right now, and there's only 1 of me. So I'm going to wait for my teammates to respawn, try to figure out where the Mercs are, and wait for the perfect opportunity to strike. So right now I'm just kind of like moving around, trying to find something. Now this guy right here, I don't know what he was thinking, but it was kind of foolish. He's walking up, and right now I see my opportunity, so I'm going to go in and get that melee kill on that guy. Here's another dude coming in, get that melee kill. I'm going to turn invisible and run like hell to try to get this guy in this tunnel. Now he takes me out, but I was able to actually knock him down, and because of that, Obsidian, or actually Captain, is actually able to knife him. So now all 3 of them are dead, and we have control of this room. So we already hacked it. I think Captain was the one who hacked it, so he's probably going to go and hide, where Obsidian's going to try to find different places to go and try to take out the Mercs before they get back in. Now luckily for me, I was actually able to spawn and get a really good spawn because I was able to take that guy out before he got back in. But yeah, that's really the goal. Right now I see that there's a Merc in front of me, so I'm going to try to maybe sneak up behind him, try to find him. There he is over there. They're coming in all over the place. Now if you're wondering why like that Merc was red right there, that's because of intel. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of different powers all the Spies get and the Mercs get. But one power that the Spies get is that they get an intel suit where they can like pulse, I guess, and then scan the entire area. And if you're a Merc, you'll show up as red from like anywhere on the map, and that's really good because then you know where everyone is and where they're coming from, that kind of stuff. I love the intel suit, it's a lot of fun. And obviously you can tell that I'm playing with this Predator suit, which is I can turn invisible. Alright, right now this guy's trying to run in, but I'm gonna chase him down and cut him up. And yeah, just, it's like I said, this game's a lot of fun. Unfortunately for Obsidian right there, he just got taken out with a proxy mine. I'm trying to like see like where that guy was. I don't know how that proxy mine even got there, but whatever. Another thing too, climbing up and finding little different positions to jump on Mercs is probably one of the best things to do. Right here, we literally just finished the hack and we win the game. I stunned that Merc, I guess maybe because we won. Like the stun only lasted for like 1 second. It was kind of crazy, but alrighty guys, that's the end of the game. I thought I did pretty well. I went 22-6. Now, like I said earlier, I do have a whole bunch of different gameplays that I've already recorded with Spies vs. Mercs. Let me know if you want to see some gameplay. I am definitely willing to upload more. But be sure to like this video for me because it always does help me out. It really does. And I really do appreciate it if you do go ahead and you like all my videos, because I love you if you do that. That is for sure. You can also favorite the video if you want. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So be sure to subscribe for some more Spies vs. Mercs, and let me know if you want to see it. But you guys have a nice day, and peace out.